Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Coffee Gardener. As I promised yesterday, that I would come back on today and do a more in-depth tour of the garden. So as always, I will start from the beginning and walk you guys through. I've made some changes since yesterday. I've planted some more things since yesterday, so I'm just gonna walk through it slowly. I think I said yesterday that I have sunflowers planted under here. Four of the six seeds that I planted germinated, or at least that's what I can see. So that's what's under these covers here. I have some chamomile planted down in there. These flowers here, I don't know how to pronounce the name of them. I think it's dianthus. Yeah, not entirely sure. This plant here, a neighbor had given that to us in a pot, um, and it was in a pot that didn't have any holes at the bottom, and so I had just shoved it under the table over here last summer. It started flowering, but as soon as it started, the flowers grew. They kind of like keeled over and died, if you will. And then it came back again this year. So whatever it is, it's a perennial. So I put it in the ground, and we're gonna see what happens. What happens with that? Here I have some African daisies. Some wait, are these African lilies? Yeah, daisies and dahlias. Which this pretty girl was just a bunch of green when we got her, and she has already started this beautiful, beautiful bloom. So I'm really excited about that. And then we've just filled in the empty spaces with this plant or this flower that I don't know how to pronounce the name of it. As I said yesterday, I have peppers here, kale, spinach, more kale. We have a little baby kale over there coming up. Some marigolds in here. Got two different varieties of marigolds. Swiss chard all through here, and then another spit it out pepper plant here, which is the Jimmy Nardella. And then some, this time it's called English tea time. So I'm excited to give that a try. And then this one here is a hot banana pepper. Over here I have some mint from last year that came back. And this thing is going on 3 years now that I've had this. That's funny. Now that I've pulled this out and I'm looking at this is the same, that's the same name as those purple flowers over there that I showed you. This is an elephant ear that I planted. I'm gonna show you guys that whole situation that I've got going on with that. So I dug up these two spaces back here where I'm gonna plant my elephant ears, but this robin, no sooner than I turned this ground over, she came over and was not trying to leave. So I was like, let her get the nourishment that she needs, probably carrying it off to her babies somewhere. And then I'll get back down in there and yeah, she's having a good time. Then I'll get back down in there and do what I need to do. All right, so these are the elephant ears that I dug up last year. I wrapped them in this paper bag, and as you can see, this one is so ready to be planted. And then I also got 3 more smaller ones off of that one plant. So we're gonna get these into the ground. Hopefully sooner than later. Let me get this thing back up because every time I think I'm going over there, here she comes. And I really don't want to bother her. I want her to, you know, go ahead and get whatever it is that's down in there that she wants. But the next time that she does fly off, I'm gonna go ahead and get these into the ground and get it covered back up. I planted another elephant ear in here, which I know that this container isn't deep enough for it, but I had the last small little baby one left, and I didn't want to let it go. And I didn't have anywhere else to put it, so I put it in there, and you know, maybe we'll get 3 to 5 ears before it dies back, but it'll grow something, and whatever it does, I'm fine with it, especially since I'm gonna have what I really want back there. The carrots are coming along slowly, but they are coming. Not to the point where I need to get in there and thin them yet, but yeah, they are coming along. Got my lettuce over here, my bib lettuce, and this is a salad mix here. Now I took all the covers off of here because I wanted to rearrange this situation here. But over there is where I planted some cucumbers. I have bok choy here. I did throw some tatsoi seeds over in this area earlier today. Here we have rosemary. Thai basil is going to be here again. And these are all my beans. I came in and planted some more. I have dragon beans in here and bush beans. And I planted some more because the day that I put these out, I knew that it was way too windy and I should have waited. And look at that. There, I killed it. I'm leaving it in there because I don't know. The root system might produce something else for me. I really don't know. But at any rate, I went in there and planted more seeds anyways. There in that pot is apple mint. Underneath, I did a video about this before, but this pot has holes in the side, and when I dug a hole, I put cardboard underneath and a little mildly composted food and things like that down in there, and that will draw worms. So I'm trying to get some more worms in this bed over here, and that's why that situation is in a bucket over there. Again, all the corn is looking good. I even have some scallions coming up in there. And I really think I got a bad batch of beets because I planted 5 rows out here, and this is all I've gotten so far. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's just a little frustrating because I don't want this area to be a waste. I don't want to put something else here yet. I'm gonna give it maybe another 5 days or so, and if I don't see anything, then I'm gonna go ahead and plant something else in here. Tomato plant, I talked about that yesterday. This tomato plant, I talked about how somehow I forgot to sow tomato seeds, start tomato seeds indoors. So these are from my local nursery. This one's the Heat Master, and the other one over there is the Midnight Snack. I decided against putting the squash in the actual garden bed because number one, if I do get hit with powdery mildew, I just don't like it to be in the bed with everything else. And also squash bug, which I'm gonna go ahead and manifest that I will not get a squash vine borer this year. But at any rate, this being in this pot here gives it plenty of free space for airflow. So that's the reason why I put that over here by itself. You can get all the air you need, and just more or less keep it contained. Now I do have 2 plants in here, and about half of this bucket is compost. I'm gonna see how they grow. I don't intend on leaving both of them in there. I just put them both in there because they were stuck together, and I didn't know which one whose root system would do better. So I put both of them in there just to see. And yeah, so we'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep you guys posted on that one as well. So I've been growing wild ramps back here. I cut too much of this tree back, which lets entirely too much sun in for them to continue to keep growing. But I got to harvest a great deal of them. And I made some wild garlic infused olive oil and some wild garlic sea salt. So those of you getting ready for grilling season, I will say that that salt is going to be amazing for your steaks, for your chicken, for your roasted vegetables. It's available on the site. I'm going to put a link in the description box. Anything that you purchase from our website, know that it goes to support our garden, our channel, and the ability to produce more content for you all. But in the meantime, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to take a little time to love